Is my light good?
Yeah, I can see. All right. So these be them little couple seconds before we say we redirected, but we live, man. Episode 2. Good if it goes jam. I'm here with my boy DJ. We about to get it in. We about to jam. DJ, what's the word, bro?
Not much, man. Chilling.
Same old, same old.
Nope.
All right, well, shit, man. You know, we got our couple segments here, so we're gonna get right into it. I'm gonna pull the rundown up, man. I'm streaming live from Las Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my baby girl. It's her 8th birthday, so she said she wanted to tee up in Vegas. You know what I'm saying for her birthday. You know what I'm saying? So we out here catching it. You know
Good.
what I'm saying? So yeah, man. I just threw down a ticket. I'm gonna run out. I just threw a little parlay. I got I got the Nuggets plus 5.5. I got the Yankees to win.
For the game?
Yeah, plus 5.5. Yankees to win money line. I got the Chicago Sky to win first half. Uh,
WNBA good?
got to get my WNBA action in. Too sweet, too sweet. And then I got the Sox winning, White Sox winning. Shout out to the home team. And then I got Dodgers Pirates going under 9. So let's go. Let's say fucking Christmas, you heard?
Yeah.
All right, bro. We're gonna get right into it. Y'all know how we do. We got our segments. So we're gonna go into segment number 1, where I ask DJs, you know what I'm saying, is a certain player in a certain sport good? So DJ right away, is he good? My boy, Boban Marjanovic. Um, as a former Spurs fan, you know what I'm saying, Boban came in straight to the Spurs. Pop did what he could do with him, you know what I'm saying, but he didn't make use of that foreigner like he usually do. And Boban floated around, you know what I'm saying. Now he done ended up on, you know, my Mavs. You know, everybody know I'm a lifetime Mavs fan. So tell me about Boban, man. Like, even though the Mavs are out right now, you know, we talked about him a little bit and his production. So Boban, is he good?
Well, as long as you don't bring up his per 36, then I'm cool. But yeah, like Boban's solid. Like he good for what they need him to do, but you could only have him in there for just a limited amount of time because after a while his mismatches on the offensive end is like they don't outweigh what he's doing defensively, and so like teams can really take advantage of him like being so like big. But the thing that stands out for me is that he's a great passer, and so not all big guys, especially that big, are like really good passers, and so he can really penetrate the defense, and then when they get into like a zone or something, he can make the right plays. And so like he got a real good basketball IQ, and that what makes him like pretty good. But you're not gonna live or die with no Boban, and the Mavs not never going to feature him. They barely want to feature KP, and he got a max deal. So um, he's good, but just in like spurts. Like he only need like 20, maybe 25 minutes.
Yeah, okay. So I was looking up some stats while you talked uh about Boban. You told me to stay away from his per 36, so I ain't gonna leave with his per 36. But I was looking just over the series. He didn't play so against the Clippers, he didn't play the last 3 games. I mean the first 3 games rather.
Yeah.
Um limited minutes in all the games except for game 7 where he played 31 minutes. He had 14 and 10 with 3 assists. So that goes to his passing, like you said. But like you said, limited minutes, he pretty effective. Game 6, he went 5 for 13. So I mean 13 shots as a center that doesn't shoot beyond, you know, arms reach for him, you know, that's a lot. So
Yeah.
and they did lose that game.
Yeah.
So,
He was
going
he
into,
was missing bunnies. Yeah, he was missing bunnies that game. Like
yeah,
he that should have easily been 7 for 13, 8 for 13. He was
yeah,
missing bunnies, and like they was bumping him or whatever, but they wasn't like he wasn't getting that call. But yeah, 13 shots for him is a lot.
man, it's a lot. Man, he had 11 the next game, but again, he went 7 for 11. So, all right, moving forward. So, it's a couple dudes on this team I wanted to ask about just because of how well this whole team is playing. So I'm just gonna ask you about the whole fucking team. Fuck it. The Phoenix Suns. Are the Phoenix Suns good?
Yeah, man. The Suns are good. They well coached. They well balanced. They bench give you a lot to work with. Like guys just come out and know how to like play. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but Cameron Payne is a NBA
Uh,
player. I knew he was gonna be like playing in Russia right now or something, or playing at the CBA or working at the car wash or something. Like I knew Cameron Payne was gonna be doing something other than being a NBA player, but you got him and like other guys that come off their bench that are really effective. One thing they do is they share the ball. Although Booker is they clearly their best player, and Chris Paul do be like really ball dominant. Like guys are not like he's not so ball dominant where guys not getting their touches. The game the other day, Jay Crowder had like 8 shot attempts in like the first quarter. Now he cashed like half of them because he was on fire from like three, but it's like
yeah,
and the ball is finding the open guy, and I feel like that they are really like well coached, and they got guys, man. Mikal Bridges is like a player. Like he's not just your typical 3 and D. Like he had over 20 points. I think that was game one, and like he showed what he can do. He just got to keep being confident and being aggressive. Like everybody on that team get a chance to touch the ball. Like no matter what's going on, then you got a star in Devin Booker that can like close games for you and that can score with the best of them. As long as Chris Paul stay healthy, man, I really feel like they going deep. Like if you told me that they gonna be in the finals, I'd be like, okay, because all the teams that's left in the West either never been to the finals or it's been years since they've been to the finals. So we about to get some new blood in there anyways, and then why not the Suns? I think the Suns is 93 with Charles, Jazz is 98 with Malone and Stockton. Everybody else never been to the finals that's
yeah,
left that's left in the West. And then I think the East is just as bad too. And so you gonna get some new guys in there. But yeah, the Suns are good, man. Like they they not really missing nothing from a team standpoint. Like other than, most of their team ain't been there, but after you beat the Lakers, I feel like you like really confident, and I don't think that that's gonna really like make them not be effective going down the lane because they whooped the Lakers at Staples Centers. Like, come on now, like that's too good. And so, no man, that Suns roster is good, better than what I thought. I knew they was gonna be good because of Chris Paul, but like number two seed barely missed the number one seed by one game. I didn't expect that. This run in the playoffs, like they really picked up from that bubble like last year. Like
yeah,
that's wild. Like you don't see that. They won all those games in the bubble, got Chris Paul, and just started thrashing the rest of the league for this whole
yeah,
entire year. And usually, like when you hoop, you need rhythm, you need spacing, you need like you got to have relationships with guys like Chris. Man, Chris Paul came in and fit right on in, and gave the team confidence. And so that Suns roster is no, they good. They good.
So two things. One, I agree about Cameron Payne. Like, and I tweeted like Cameron Payne was going to LeBron like he was free lunch. Like that
Yeah,
shit
I
was
know
crazy, bro. And I'm like, how? Like, and then I go look at like his numbers like at the half, and dude to have like a quiet like 12 points, but like he was
that.
like really balling. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So it just comes back to the point like all these dudes that play pro ball that's making these millions of money, like these minds will give us all work. Like they
yeah,
really about that. You know what I'm saying? And it's just
yeah.
something about this situation that worked out for him. So
Mhm.
that's the first thing.
Monty
Um,
called him. I think Monty Williams called him like he was in Chinese. He was in the CBA, and then I think Monty or somebody from the staff called him and was like, "Bro, you want this 10-day?" And then he took it, and then he turned it into what we see now. Cameron Johnson too
yeah,
on that team. Like he's a really solid like young player, and he got good size and like he don't be scared. Like that's the thing though. They are extremely confident. Like
yeah,
these young
yeah. The confidence is high for
guys.
sure. Cameron Johnson, he's a UNC guy, mostly like a shooter. And
Yeah.
like, everybody, saw that Kobe White meme when he reacted to him getting drafted when he did. And I ain't gonna say like I watched a lot of Suns games last year, so I don't even know how he did last season. But just him being an ACC guy that played at a high level, and the Suns took a chance on him in the first round. It looks like it's paying dividends. So that's just crazy though, man. And this is a team that, like you said, with the bubble, and that kind of gets to my second point. Like that bubble, they went 8-0 undefeated, and then didn't even get a chance to play, in the playoffs.
Yeah,
so
which
it's
was
like
like
they getting
really
their lick
flawed.
back.
Yeah, like
So it's like they getting their lick back this season. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, like Adam Silver could have gave them, you know what I'm saying, at least a game or something to show themselves. Like at least play till y'all fucking lose or something. Like so I don't know, man. But yeah, the Suns is definitely Chris Paul, my boy. I think this is Chris Paul's magnus opus. Like for real. Like I don't know what these next couple matchups gonna look like for them. With
the time
imagine being now with the Nuggets, you know what I'm saying? I think they're gonna go ahead and finish the Nuggets off. Like I said, the Nuggets was my preseason pick. Postseason I had the Lakers. I think everybody pretty much had the Lakers, and it was like we just completely wrote off the Suns. Like we didn't think the Suns was gonna do it. I think Schwab had the Suns in like 7 or something like that. But I think that was just him being Schwab, like just being a contributor. Like I don't think deep down he really believed that. You know what I'm saying? Of course, none of us seen Anthony Davis getting hurt, but then again, did we not see Anthony Davis getting hurt? He is Mr. Glass. So, but I'm excited for my boy CP3. I think this is his best work. I really loved because I'm a big CP3 guy, and like I know his postseason shit don't be like he don't have the best postseason record at all. But at the same time,
I'm big on that CP3 slander. Like I'm all for it.
I can't rock with it though because I love the type of player he is, and like the reason why I love CP3 is the reason why the Suns are doing so well right now. Just leadership, and they got a stud in Booker. DeAndre Ayton is definitely a stud. Jay Crowder is a crafty veteran, whatever you want to call him. And, a couple of the other guys you mentioned, Cameron Payne, Cameron Johnson.
Bridges.
Yeah, Bridges. Bridges is showing up, showing out. They got guys over there. And it's like what they've been saying the last couple of years about the Suns that they needed a point guard. And in my opinion, as far as like a point guard who you could put and compliment Devin Booker, like he can go off. And like this dude is cool with only taking 5 shots a game if he needs to. Like Chris Paul was like the perfect, like they had Rubio and it was like Chris Paul is just the better like Rubio like times 10 though. Like he Chris Paul. Like that's basically what he is. So I'm excited for my boy Chris Paul. And like I mean like what he did with the Thunder last year, like showed him like because the Rockets sent him to hell. And he was like, oh, y'all gave me this dude Shea. A couple more of these guys, like that's gonna hold. Steven Adams still decent. Okay, we're gonna rock, and now we're gonna get my old team, push my old team to 7 games, and now he knocked LeBron out. So
like that's good.
I think the
like,
Suns are good. I think
like even with my CP3 slander, I still always look at the facts. Like I didn't think that they was gonna be like as good as they was. Like I picked them to be top 4. I didn't know they was gonna be top 2, and then pick up where they left off from that bubble because normally like you be hearing like the media saying, "Oh man, they on this streak," or "Oh man, they built up this and that." That's all cap all the time. But the Suns actually did it. Like these niggas been hooping since the summer, like, and they just kept it, and like they've been hooping for like a year straight, just like balling, like, and like despite everything that was going on, COVID, the break situation, missing games, everything, like the Suns like stayed together. And I got to give credit to Monty and Chris Paul because like I don't see them being that team without Chris Paul. Do I see them making the playoffs? Possibly, maybe like one of those lower seeds, but Chris Paul really put them on like a different level, and just like calming them down. Like when they start tweaking and shooting too many shots, no, let's run this, or like just coaching them up and then people looking to them because they know none of these dudes ain't never been in the playoffs except for Jay Crowder, and that's about it that I can think of. And but you got to do like Chris Paul that's been through everything. That's the first ballot Hall of Famer. He completely changed the direction of the Suns.
Yeah.
And he opted out of that deal, which is gonna be crazy. What they saying that he's gonna opt out, and which is gonna be nuts. But I feel like somebody gonna pay him.
Yeah.
Because like you said, he only need a couple of shots a game. but your team gonna win a lot of games.
They're
Like,
gonna win a lot of games. They're gonna win, and your team's gonna get better from what they were the year before. For the
yeah,
most part, like it's only a couple of teams with point guards. Like you might take a couple more L's, or
mm,
about the same. But like those are also superstar point guards too. So yeah, the Suns good though, man. The Suns they good.
yeah.
All right, so we gonna go into the next we'll go into the next segment. Damn, what I hate. So DJ, you hate Ben Simmons. Why?
All right, so the last game I got it. Ben Simmons took 3 shots. Um, he took 3 shots in the game. They won, but it wasn't because of him. His free throw percentage is terrible. Like this dude be like he just be out there like on offense. It's 4-on-5. It's like, dude, you 6'10", and really can't nobody stay in front of you. Like, why are you not better? And I've been like knowing about Ben Simmons for like years, and he's like extremely cocky and extremely like confident in what he's doing, right? And you supposed to be. You are a NBA player. You are a max contract player. Like if you're not cocky and confident, then what are you doing? But it's like it don't match his production. Like he might win defensive player of the year. That's fine, but your team is struggling when you the point guard and you not even like attempting shots. Like bro, like what are you doing? Like you just be out there, and then he always got like a smart comment or something to say, and then he'll be like, "Well, I can guard like 1 through 5. All right, that's cool, bro." But even playoff Rondo showed up. Jason Kidd got a jumper. Like we can go through a list of guys that couldn't shoot that developed a jumper and they had to like put in the work. I don't know what he do in the summers other than like hang out with the Kardashian girls or be at the spots. Like, are you working on a jumper? Are you trying to work? Like, what are you doing? Because the the 76ers ain't never gonna get to where they need to get to if Ben Simmons don't take that next step. Like Joel and B could have 50 points and then Ben Simmons will be out there with like 4 and then they're gonna lose. Joel Embiid is always hurt. He got a torn meniscus right now. So you're not gonna be able to depend on that. And so like you a max player. They keep voting you into all these all-star games. He got all these accolades, everything that you need, but he is not that when they need him. He is not that guy when they need him. And it's not even like his ability to like it's it's like he just don't. Like like Giannis the and I look at him like Giannis. Giannis gonna at least go down swinging. He gonna shoot that messed up jumper that's not gonna go nowhere. He gonna attack the basket. He gonna do things that Giannis do. Ben Simmons just gonna be out there. And he hit that 19-10 game to close out the first series, but then he followed that up with like a 7 pointer. Like, bro, like you gotta be consistent. Like they told me you was that dude, number 1 overall pick. Been rich your whole life because of your dad. So always was catered to like, bro, you're gonna be a hooper. And like playoff Ben Simmons ain't it. Regular Ben Simmons is cool, but like, bro, they be 4-on-5 on offense way too much, like way too much. And then his defensive stuff, it's not so great that it's making up for his offense because they still be like needing him. They need him because of the other guys. Tobias Harris ain't always aggressive like he should be, and then it's a bunch of shooters, to make up the rest of their team. They have a great team, but Ben Simmons is gonna be the reason why they not going nowhere.
I don't know. So I pulled up some numbers, man, because I'm a Ben Simmons guy. I pulled up some numbers. I understand the hate. I hear you. So Ben Simmons only pulled up 3 shots. Only took 3 shots.
Why? That's
But
not
he had,
that's not
but
acceptable.
but he had 31 plays on defense guarding Trae Young.
Mm,
And Trae Young shot 38% and
yeah,
14% from three while he was guarding. So
that's
uh
cool.
he only
That's
had
cool.
21 and 11 where he been dropping 30 and 9. And he only went
That,
6 for 16.
that's cool. That's not
So
gonna last. Like
they
that's
didn't have him, but it's a big difference though, because Ben Simmons only guarded him 8 plays in game one. Danny Green guarded him 49 plays in game 2.
His
Danny Green
biggest
only guarded him twice in game 2. Simmons guarded him 31 times. So
Ben not gonna guard him the whole time, and this gonna be a perfect segue to your boy Doc Rivers. But Ben is not gonna guard him the whole time, and like that's not gonna always happen. Like he gonna be effective. I want him to take on that challenge, but I also want him to score points. They be hacking Ben. When's the last time you seen a point guard get a hacker shot?
because
Like
he can't shoot free throws.
he can't shoot nothing. Like he don't like bro, like part of basketball is shooting. Like how you don't know how to shoot at this level? Like that's crazy. And you always got the ball in your hand. Now I can see if he was like a big man and he was just like always in the paint or whatever. But this dude been a point guard his entire life and cannot shoot. That is unacceptable, bro. And then okay, so like all right, he can't shoot. So then what made him so great that got him to the league? All right, being big and being able to go past people and be aggressive, right? And so that's what he did. And then like he just don't like his levels of like I need to go get these buckets is not always there. He be out there going through the motions a lot, way too much. And I think for me, why the hate is his mindset. Ben Simmons' mindset. Like for me, basketball is cool. To me, he'd be like, all right, basketball cool, but it's not like I love this. Like I'm a hooper. Certain guys, like you be like, no, they really love this. Like that's what they do. Ben is like, it's cool. Like, and that's how he play. You only taking 2 shots in a 2, 3 shots in a playoff game. Like that just let me know like what you doing, bro. What you out there doing, bro? How many assists did he have? Like you always got the ball, and you can't depend on Joel Embiid. They gonna need him because your other Joel Embiid always hurt. He's hurt right now. Tobias Harris just don't always be aggressive. Like he don't know if you want to be good or not. And so we gonna need this other max guy. They got 3 max guys on that team, and the reason why they not gonna go deep is because probably Benson.
I guess I don't know. I can't agree, man. Ben Simmons probably one of the best defensive players in the NBA. So we're gonna keep it moving. I understand.
That's not. Speaking of Ben Simmons, let's talk about his coach. Damn, Mike, why the hate on Doc Rivers?
Doc Rivers, fuck Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers is the most overrated coach not named Phil Jackson in NBA history. Okay, and I'll go right into it. So he was bad in Orlando back in the day. He fucked up and didn't get Tim Duncan. Let's see, he could have had Tim Duncan, and he told him that his family couldn't fly on their private plane. So Tim Duncan said, fuck you, and won 4 more rings with San Antonio, which they would have won with him and T-Mac. Like, they would have won. And speaking of having T-Mac, he never got out the first round with T-Mac, Tracy McGrady. So, like, how do you not do that? T-Mac was putting up like 30 points a game, 32 a game, or something like that when he won scoring champ, and they never got out the first round. Like, terrible. So when he was with the Celtics, you had the big 3 Celtics that you won one ring out of probably should have been at least 3 times to contend. Went to the finals twice, only won once. Yeah, you played against Kobe and the Lakers, so I get it. You know what I'm saying? RIP, one of the GOATs. And Paul Gasol played his ass off as well. But y'all gonna blame like y'all lost on Kendrick Perkins, like fuck out of here. So it's just Doc Rivers is trash. They won a season like that first year and then have to do nothing else. And Glenn Big Baby Davis ever said like Doc Rivers, it doesn't even matter that he was the coach, like he lucky as hell. And everybody knows Glenn Davis is like super loyal to that, that big 3 Celtics team. So I mean, if your own players are saying it, then it is what it is. And now, like under the Clippers, like dog, you had like so many chances with that squad and never did it. Like y'all had one of the best teams, and like y'all was the monkey on Golden State back before Golden State got over the hump. They got over the hump. Y'all didn't. Lob City, like disintegrated. We just got through talking about Chris Paul. You know what I'm saying? They had a squad, Lob City, all that stuff. Like people were buying Clippers jerseys and like repping the Clippers like for first time ever, and like couldn't get it done. And then even last year, you know what I'm saying? We seen the debacle against, you know what I'm saying, them Nuggets. You got PG and Kawhi. Like Kawhi, you went to go get this dude, And then, you know what I'm saying? Like he said, like, I want him. This is the dude I want to play with. They went and got them. You as coach didn't get it done. Like you're trash. And now you over in Philly, like, okay, Joel got that injury right now. So up until Joel injury during the season, like mid-season, you were coaching the MVP. But then you got another guy that's an all-star. You got another guy that plays all-star caliber ball in Tobias Harris. Like Tobias Harris beginning in. Y'all made acquisitions to replace JJ Redick with Seth Curry. You know what I'm saying? Y'all made an acquisition. Y'all got rid of my boy Jay Rich, you know what I'm saying? Got some more guys over there. And like still like ass, like you're not the best team in your division, let alone the East, because you have to deal with Brooklyn. Like I'll never pick the Sixers to beat Brooklyn, especially the way the Brooklyn's playing now. And like you have the kryptonite, like all these shooting teams, the way that you beat them is going inside. That's how you do it. Like you can take it back to big man basketball, and you have the perfect dude to do it. Like you have an MVP caliber player in Joel Embiid, and you're not gonna get it done. You have this tall ass point guard that don't shoot. He just want to feed people all game. You got scoring wings, which you know what I say. Every team needs a wing scorer to win in the NBA, and you got the big man. Like, come on, dog. Like, so we'll see. But yeah, so that's why all the hate for Doc Rivers. Your son is a streaky ass scorer also. Like, I hate betting on that nigga because I don't know if he gonna have 6 or 26. So fuck Doc Rivers, and that's why all the hate.
I don't got nothing to say other than Doc Rivers got the best like ball lining in the game.
Oh
Like,
yeah, it's impeccable. I gotta give it to him.
he's ball, but got a line. I agree with everything that you said. They're not going to get it done because of him. Like in-game adjustments, no game-to-game adjustments, no. Just let my team roll it out. They veterans, they gonna fill it out. All that other BS, and then that Celtics team had Tibbs running that defense, and they was like that was really what helped them because Doc wasn't really making adjustments. He had a really good staff, that Celtics staff, but yeah, I agree with everything that you said because Doc Rivers, get him out of here.
Yeah, get him out of here. So speaking of get him out of here, get him out of here. Pat Riley and the Heat organization.
Yeah.
Like,
So
why? What they do?
man, one, they didn't make that Harden trade. So I went to go look back more into it. Some of the pieces they was talking about, like they didn't do well in the playoffs. That's why they at home. And you're not trading for Harden because you want to give up on these guys, and you thought that they was going to be it. And you've been in the game way too long to make a decision like that. I'm taking Jimmy, Harden, and whoever else, Bam, and whoever else is left against the top teams in the East, and I'm gonna roll my dice. But Pat Riley wanted to hold on to certain guys, and like it just didn't make sense. Then today or yesterday, he got fined because he said for tempering because he was talking about Braun talking about something. I would leave a key under the doormat, and if he called me and let me know he coming, I'll be like, yeah, it's cool, but that key probably rusty now. But if you want to come, I put a shiny key. Like nigga, stop talking in circles, bro. Like what are you saying? Like Bron not coming. If anything, Bron will wait for Bronny to get into the league and then see where he go and then go there, or wait for Bronny to get into the league and then go back home to Cleveland or something, whatever. Like, but he not going back to Miami. So for that reason, get Pat Riley out of here. Like they dropped the ball. Like get him out of here, man.
And then it's just crazy because like you see what the Nets ended up
Nothing.
trading.
Nothing. Like I don't like the Nets traded a lot of their good pieces and they had a really good young team. But thing was all those guys didn't go to Houston. Like I didn't understand that. Like, bro, like y'all like what did Houston get? Like Karis LeVert, you didn't get him. Jared Allen, you didn't get him. Like, bro, what did y'all get? Like that trade package was on the table for the longest. Like they kept naming guys, and then Whitty would have went too, but then he had got hurt, and so like the Rockets basically got nothing. They got Victor Oladipo who didn't want to be there, who went to Miami and then was hurt anyway, so he done or whatever. And so like I don't understand what the Rockets got. The Rockets got pieces there that's solid, but not from that Harden trade. It was just guys that they already got. Like Kevin Porter Jr. gonna be a hooper. Christian Wood so good. Like they got pieces. John Wall don't look like a shell of himself. He looks straight, and so they got pieces. It's just that I don't know like how they all gonna fit. But that Harden trade was one of the most puzzling things I've heard. And then you, as the Miami Heat, got pieces and players that people know. And you like, nah, we good. We gonna just roll the dice. And then y'all got washed out like in four games to a team that can't even so far that hasn't even competed in this current round. And so like, mm-hmm.
A name you left out in that trade that the Rockets got was Dante Exum. So it's interesting.
I ran into him in LA at the All Star weekend. He was talking that Australian stuff, but get him out of here too. Like he's supposed to be the Australian savior at the Bogut.
Who called him that?
I don't know whoever he's supposed to come in and change the game with his defense or something stupid.
What reporter said that?
You know how they do it. He got long arms. He's whatever basketball pedigree. I think his daddy played in the Washington League of 1943 or something. Like you know the vibes. Like he was the first round pick. He was a lottery pick.
Yeah, I know he's like 7 pick or 11
Yeah,
pick, something like that.
yeah. They were just
That's
drafting.
crazy.
Yeah, but like he just came and went.
Fifth, fifth overall pick.
Fifth, nigga, like you don't draft nobody fifth that you think just gonna be alright. Like you draft somebody fifth that you think they can hoop.
Who the hell? I wonder who the hell they had on their team that year. I know he had an ACL at some point, but
Yeah,
like, yeah, it's just like
he never
uh,
was that. Like he can't shoot. Like his
he
defense, his defense was supposed to have been good, but like I don't know. Like who watching Jazz games to see Exum? Like
he he uh he like I don't know, like he one of them dudes that you always ask, like, oh damn, he's still in the league. Like
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't even know he was on the Nets or whatever the hell team he was on. Maybe he was on the Pacers. Maybe I don't know who the hell he was on to get traded. But
he was on the Cavs, I think.
oh, Cavs. Okay, well it
Yeah,
don't matter. Fuck Dante Exum. Like if, I know you watching this shit, nigga. Like sorry, my nigga. Like save your money, dog. Like save your money. The Australian sensation ain't that a bitch? All
yeah.
right, so one more get him out of here. We're gonna talk about is that crowd. You know that crowd for all the MLB fans. You know I don't know shit about MLB, but go Sox, go Sox. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Sox and them Southside jerseys too. You know what I'm
Like
saying?
I want one.
Looking forward to cashing one of them big quality sports quantity media checks. So I'm grabbing that 495 authentic Southside jersey. Shout out to Quality Sports. You know what I'm saying? We in the game. Hey, if y'all watching, man, check out the Good If It Goes podcast. It's coming on right after this. I'm gonna give me something to drink, maybe a bite to eat, but we're gonna be right back on. So stay tuned where you at. But yeah, we're gonna address that MLB crowd. Like I said, I don't know shit about MLB, so you know what I'm saying. I definitely defer to you and y'all, all the MLB heads out there. You know what I'm saying? So what's this crowd? The crowd of folks that say respect the game, baseball and media. Like, just tell us like why they got to get the hell out of here.
So it's a certain crowd which to keep it blunt, like middle aged white guys in the media, whether they the manager, like your manager, like your Sox manager, or they, guys that cover the game, they want guys to respect the game. So when you hit a home run, just run around the base quietly. If somebody throw at you, just throw back at them, but don't do no gesture. Don't get offended that somebody threw at you, and a bunch of other like these they call it like the unspoken rules or the unwritten rules, and they so trash. Like baseball already need help to like bring in fans. You got a bunch of young guys, which I know you like Fernando Tatis, and guys like him, Tim Anderson, guys that just try to make the game exciting. Baseball is a sport where it's like one on one, the pitcher versus the batter, and it's a pitch, and then you wait and it's another pitch. So the pace of the game itself is already slow. And so when something actually happens, you want to react. And then if you an athlete and you actually care about what you want to do, it's gonna be some emotion tied to what you are doing. And so if I hit a home run, bro, like I'm gonna be happy. Like I'm gonna be lit. And so like this crowd says you shouldn't show up the pictures and you shouldn't do this and do that. These are all grown men playing a sport that they're getting paid for. So if you don't want me to do nothing, then stop me, strike me out, walk me. But if I get a hit, if I do something good, I tie up the game. I'm going to show out. The game is boring. Why y'all think baseball suck? Like why y'all think y'all can't bring in a different audience because of the gatekeepers of baseball who is middle-aged white guys for the most part, and they rules and how the game should be played and honoring and all of that. And then the media just jumping in on that stuff and not letting these guys have fun. You got all these superstars that's 23, 24, 25 that's changing the game. The home run race in baseball is legit. There's five guys that got like close to like 20 home runs right now. They all like 22 to like 20, 26. And then it's something good for baseball. Probably not many people know that, but like they know when something big happened and then the media start talking crazy, but they don't want to talk good about like the positive things that these players doing. You can give them a $250 million deal, right? Set them up for the rest of their life, but you don't want them to show no personality. Like, man, you got me effed up. Like, I'm a I'm gonna be out there lit. And so the the respect the baseball. I mean, yeah, the respect the rules crowd and the media, man, get them out of here because them unwritten rules is trash. Like that's why baseball in that position where they at now. Like guys like to celebrate. Like we live in a digital media age. That bat flip going viral, and that brings attention to your game. Them crazy handshakes going viral. That brings attention to your game. Like whatever else, them fights, throwing like you throwing at me, and I'm like flipping you off. That brings attention to your game. Now that may not be positive, but what do baseball care about being positive? You got guys that cheated, that went to court and admitted that they cheated, and then they didn't do nothing to them. So you can cheat in baseball. That's okay though. You can cheat. Like you can cheat and nothing happens, but then I can't flip my bat if I hit a home run. Like, bro, get out of here. Get them out of here.
Well, I mean, if somebody like me that don't watch baseball, those are reasons why, like, just the fun being taken out the game. Like, I remember shit like watching the home run derby and
Mhm.
Griffey throwing his hat, you know what I'm saying, to the back, you know what
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
saying, steroid free, steroid free rather, you know what I'm saying, banging dingers and shit. So
yeah.
I definitely like, when I was a kid, I watched a lot more baseball than I do now, and I definitely understand what you're saying about that crowd, man. And hopefully, as just the world, quote unquote changes with all this diversity and stuff, right? Like we
Yeah.
start seeing a little bit more appreciation to what the game of baseball has changed into. I mean, you back in the day, like, just like with the NBA, you know what I'm saying? Like NBA done changed over the years. NFL done changed, but not really. NFL is always pretty much renegade league. But so I think baseball, they always gonna make their money, you know what I'm saying? But like the next generation of athletes, like, is gonna look a lot different than this generation does, just like to me, baseball has evolved. Some of it was rules because I mean, like niggas literally had their own league, so you kind of had to, make exceptions for that. Like now it's like, okay, niggas, y'all can come play with us now. But
Yeah. Crazy.
it's just a different transformation. I mean, like you said, like a guy like Tim Anderson in a city like Chicago, which Chicago has a really good urban baseball like network. For what I've seen and for what I know, like
Yeah.
he'll inspire more people to go play just because he got that look. So
Hmm.
it's
And he's
sad to
great.
hear and see that kind of good old boy mentality when it comes to
Yeah.
players like that. Because Fernando Tatis is the fucking man. Was my boy Batista like a couple years ago with his bat flip? Like they was
Yeah.
real pissed about that, and it's
Yeah.
like that dude a baller though. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta have a swag in all sports, man. So
Needed.
I'm definitely on your side with getting their ass the hell out of there.
Needed. Needed. Like you need to like be able to express yourself and be able to like do what you want to do to like inspire yourself to have fun. because sometimes it don't even be about the other team. You be like, damn, I just did it, and you were hyped for yourself, and then you react to it like they be wanting people to be like robots and not really show no type of like emotion when it comes to like certain things and like
Yeah,
how you expect for your game to be anything when you don't like reward individual talents as well as their personalities that come along with it
yeah.
because like you always say to me like man they tell me Mike Trout is the GOAT but I don't know what he looks like and
Couldn't pick him up out of a lineup.
that's a baseball problem. But that's what baseball wants because Mike Trout does everything. He go about his business. And then that tweet that I sent you like a couple of weeks ago was like, this is baseball in a nutshell. Shohei Otani, 3-1 blast. Mike Trout, 3-1 blast. Angel lose 11-6. And then that's it. Like, and so like, man, like that's what baseball want, and they cool with it. Like they cool with not having the face of their league. Nobody know what his face is, and so like I don't know like how they gonna be able to bring in a new audience because like bro like y'all not doing nothing to endear yourself to like to fans, and then y'all had a whole like cheating scandal that y'all didn't punish. Like that's the craziest thing. So all them good old boys, they should have been the same ones that's been up in arms about you know, the league not punishing gas for cheating, but they wasn't though, and that's a reason for that. Like that didn't like so your integrity of your game was severely compromised, and y'all did nothing.
Yeah.
But I flipped my bat, and they writing think pieces about me. Like they saying, is my attitude too bad, or am I too full of myself because I flipped my bat? But you got multiple teams that cheated and got World Series championships. Like, are you kidding? Like, and that's their problem, but they don't care, man. White people gonna still go to those games and do whatever. And baseball is America's pastime, and it's gonna be in the past because anybody trying to watch that, like, it's gonna pass us by. Like, anybody watching that, like, and so like they gotta just celebrate they people, man. But I don't, I don't know how we get to that conversation where we will. Like,
Probably the players. Players got to speak up. You know what I'm saying? And half of them ain't because they getting their paycheck. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Or the players just don't give a fuck because it's not gonna stop them from doing what they doing. I think that's kind of what happened with the White Sox situation when they was just like, shit, everything cool. Like, we the best team in baseball right now down there. Like, shit, it
mm-hmm.
is what it is. This dude is a Hall of Famer. So, he not going to change, so fuck it. Cause we still going to wear our chains. We still going to, be one of the best teams. I think that's kind of where all that came from. So, but we'll see.
Yeah,
Well, I just seen my boy Shane hopped on. We closing out the Good If It Goes Jam episode 2. So thank y'all for checking us out. Um, appreciate you, DJ, your insight.
appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. We're gonna have that on Good If It Goes Jam shirts coming real soon, too. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
go
need those,
ahead and got
man.
one now. Yes, sir. All right, y'all. We out of here. Peace. All right.